alert forecast, we're seeing and feeling some changes. Again, those clouds flowing up, patches of fog, could even get a stray shower to reach up into McMinn, Monroe County this morning. But pretty much it's just that stray shower as that humidity and cloud cover still have to flow across our area. I do think we've got a better shot at seeing some spotty rain and storms develop this afternoon in the mountains and then try to come downhill around the foothills. That's the lower elevations of Monroe, Blount, Sevier County, South Knoxville, Jefferson, Cocke County to Greene County. A couple of storms trying to bubble up southeastern Kentucky and then more drifting up towards the plateau, southern to Central Valley. So I do think we'll end up with more of a widely scattered coverage by the evening hours. So notice around 7 p.m. then it's more active mountains, foothills, valley and plateau, and it's drifting north towards the Tennessee-Kentucky line. So we kind of share better to end of the day with a few downpours and storms in parts of our area, scattered rain becoming spotty again, patchy fog again by the morning. So we're getting into that active pattern, the steamy pattern, absolutely. We just don't all share evenly on how much rain we're collecting. So notice I mentioned South Knoxville, for example. You can see where that kind of reaches down into parts of the Central Valley, parts of Anderson and Knox. Foothills to mountains, catching some of those heavier downpours with those first few pop-ups. So in your Thursday planner, slow build up from spotty to scattered rain and storms. 64 to start, 82 at noon, your high today 86. I do think that'll actually be closer to 3 o'clock hour. Reason being is because as those storms continue to bubble up, it cuts off that heating. So I'm going to pause the first alert forecast where you live here at 3:30 because I do think shortly after that, some spots will then even be getting pushed down a degree or two. But that'll let you heat up to 86 Knoxville, but it'll cut you off closer to 84. Madisonville and 85 Kingston. Having this lift up from the south changes things for you. 81 Crossville to 83 Jamestown. Further north, time to warm. 85 La Follette, even 87 in Harlan. Could heat up closer to 87 in Steveville and 88 Dandridge. Out ahead of these storms that then spread better at the end of the day. Now for your Friday, we'll already have the humidity here, the clouds, the spotty rain flowing around in the morning. And then notice spotty rain continues midday. Couple more start popping up. Plateau, mountains. So we'll go ahead and queue up more of a widely scattered rain and storm coverage for your Friday afternoon. I think this still comes with a mix of sun and clouds, so there's going to be some uneven heating, brewing up a couple storms. So it's not a washout, but you're going to need to start taking your umbrella with you later today and keeping it with you for Friday afternoon. Just ready for one of those storms to bubble up. Scattered rain keeps flowing our way Friday night, so keeping that rain chance up going into your weekend. Again, that's where it's a little bit more consistency on that flow of rain and storms headed our way. So you can see that rainfall potential Friday where it starts developing, and then a few more finish out the day, filling us in with more of those streaks of a ½ inch to an inch of rainfall for your Friday planner. I do think that will leave us more of a normal temperature range in the afternoon, but a little stuffy in the morning. 68 to start, 80 at noon, and then high tomorrow will be 84 with the scattered rain and storms starting to pulse up in our area. And then we'll continue with that trend. Saturday, spotty to scattered again. Father's Day, Sunday is still looking like on and off rain throughout the day. So that is definitely more of a rainy day, as there are some pauses, but still heads up there. Scattered storms continue into early next week, but we are looking for that to taper off to a spottier coverage and the heat to crank back up later next week in your first alert 8-day planner.